Good evening, fam. Twisted Beard, GoodMoFos R5, here with you this evening. Thanksgiving here in the States, my favorite holiday. Good to remember family and all the things that we're thankful for. So, and all of you, my Rise of Castle friends, are certainly high on the list. So, pleasure to be with you here this evening. Hope all of you are having a lovely holiday. And yeah, let's get ready for Battlefield of Honor. So, let's take a peek. Tonight is GoodMoFos versus not sure yet, but TU Tiger DF. We have 20 of 20 registered. They have 17 of 20 registered. Team matching score 239K versus 228K. So pretty even. Should be a good fight. Let's jump into the fun. Here we go. So, the first tip for Battlefield of Honor is show up 10 minutes early. Always try to show up 10 minutes early if you can. Being there early allows your team to coordinate properly, know what you're working with for the match, divvy out tasks appropriately, and make sure that you're in the most efficient place that you can be and ready for a good fight. So right now, 2 of us have showed up here in the first minute on my team. Looks like 0 on the opposing team so far. Yep. There's our third, Danish Viking. So Riddles and Danish Viking are always here. They never miss a match, and they know what their role is. And, basically everybody that shows up on my Battlefield of Honor team knows their role generally and is ready to take on new and different roles if needs be, depending on, how many players show up for the battle. There's another one of our diehards here every week. What's up, Al? Ales in the pail. Yeah, these 3 never miss a match. Riddles, Danish Viking, Ales in the pail. Wonderful players. Raccoon, he's our other one, always here, never misses a match. that's the main core. Well, we have 3-4 others that are pretty much always here and never miss a match too. But this is the better part of our primary core for Battlefield of Honor +2. Taco Taxman, he is new to our +2 team. I'm actually going to typing too fast for my own good. Don't know if you can hear the children screaming and playing in the yard next door. Forgive them if they're a little loud. My brother and I at that age probably would have been twice as loud, so. All right, well, it looks like the other team's starting to show up, so we should have a bit better of a match to show you here. So right now it's 6v5. 4.5 minutes until the match starts. It's always good to give a couple extra reminders for everybody to get to the match. If you tag people individually, I feel like they have a better chance of seeing the call and responding appropriately. So give everybody a holler who's not there yet. Homero's there, good. Minutes. Use the Terminator for the first foray out. True story. All right. $53. And we'll likely have some more players show up right at the bell. I have a few that's kind of their norm. Yep, BG. I think we're right in the beginning of his work day, so he's very busy, so tries to pound out his giants and such before the match starts. So I can't complain. He's always here on time, just right before the bell. So I get my tower ready to go, so there's no delays. 10 seconds, and here we go. Always share it in your guild chat, and then I will attack the enemy command centers right out of the gate. Okay, good. We have 4 on the sentry tower. You always need to make sure you have 4 on the sentry tower, and particularly at the beginning state, if you can have at least 2 of the 4 using speed heroes, that's definitely all for the good. There's Pet Achilles, awesome. He's recently out of retirement. Super happy to see him back. Really good player, really nice guy. So I'll get this next tower up and then give him a little instruction. So second tower's got about 75 seconds to go. My first legion's about 35 seconds from hitting the enemy command center. Seconds. This next tower ready to go. There we go. Alright, looks like I landed at the command center without issue, so that's good. 45 seconds till we take that over. Enemy had one more player show up, so 9 versus 7 presently. Expected a little thinner turnout than usual today with the holiday. A lot of people with their family. We've got a fair amount of American players on our BOH +2 team, so I expected most of them to be busy this evening, which it seems they were. Looks like both my legions landed. Holding both the enemy command centers presently. That's great. I'll build that other side tower here in a second after this one's done. Still holding the enemy command centers. 2 marches coming at me. They do not control any of our buildings, so that's good. They got another player, so 9 versus 8. Get this next tower ready. Let's get this going. If we had gems. 9 versus 9 now. Yikes, 9 versus 10 now. Let's hope we get some more crystals in here before this tower's done. That's good. I'm still holding the enemy command centers. That's great. Another attack coming in. We're certainly winning the race to the middle at the present moment. They're just getting into the mudded area where we are on our second tower in the mudded area. Probably pull back after this attack and then go for the Fortresses of Honor. Let's see. Crystal situation has improved a little bit. I'm gonna port back. Take these. Fortresses of Honor. Give more points than the command center I was holding. 11 versus 11. towers should have been continued. Better save those gems, though, for the middle until we have some more. Alright, we got the Fortress of Honor back. Alright, we now hold both Fortresses of Honor. Riddles activates his speed heroes a little later, so he should be ready to take towers out now. Looks like we had another player show up, so 12v11 presently. If we get this tower up, which we should, they're going to be hard-pressed to get their next tower built, because I will be sitting right there to smash it. I'll port in as soon as this tower's done. Actually, I'll probably wait for that one attack to land, and then I'll port in. Will reach that tower before it's done, so hopefully I can knock it back enough where they won't be able to finish it. Yep. Boom. Now they're in trouble. If we get this next tower done, they're in real trouble. Which we should. Seconds, and my Archer Legion is holding at the sentry tower we're building in front of the sanctuary, so that's good. are desperate, spending all their crystals just trying to pop up towers in the middle that they're never going to get built. That's why the race to the middle is so important. He who dominates the race to the middle, dominates the map, essentially. Not to say the sides aren't important, they're exceedingly important, but dominating the middle is quite a difficult thing to come back from when you're down there, down in the center. All right, it's 30 seconds. Call my soldiers from that first relay. I should have done that a second ago. And we're holding firm at the ladder relay. That first ruin. Let's keep pushing forward now. Are my legions both back? They are, okay. Let's check out our sides here, make sure we're still building out the sides. We were slow on the sides this week. Not a great example to go by in that regard, but any given week you're going to have your ups and your downs. Forward sentry towers still hanging on. Minute to go. Minute 15 to go. To 12 versus 12 now. Minute to go. I'm keeping my one legion in reserve, so if the one I have their building gets bumped out, I can send another in straight away. Switched them out real quick. And got there before any of their additional attacks landed, so we didn't lose any building time on the tower, so that's nice. And even though we're losing on the sides, we are showing extreme dominance in the middle. And that will likely carry the day for us. 7 seconds. Then I'll port forward and really clean out the middle here. So I'll start bumping clearing some of these guys out now. One of my teammates took out their tower there, their sentry tower, or perhaps a couple of my teammates, so that's good. So once we bump these guys out, they won't be able to return to this area. It's not long for this world. There's another one going. And what this does, it just makes it essentially guaranteed that we'll be able to carry the next 2 rune stones effectively. And that more or less carries the battle for us. We've done well enough on the sides where their lead out there isn't so drastic that with us successfully carrying all 3 rune stones that they'll be able to beat us on the flanks. Take that tower out. Looks like it needs another whack. Let's check our map. Our rear buildings are secure. Fortress of Honor is 1 versus 1, and we have 1 of their rear buildings. So, we're doing just fine. Put these last 2 guys out. This guy. Why not? Okay, good. We've caught up on the side here. Looks like they took out one of our towers. Yep, gotta guard your towers. I don't know why it's so tricky to build on this side, but it is. Alright, so we've caught them on both sides. They were well ahead on the race to the sides, so my guys did a good job of getting those towers up and protected, and that's really good. Our demonstration has become a little more solid. Always good to zoom out and check the map and see what needs to be retaken or what buildings of the enemy we want to potentially go after, etc. Let's take the arsenal. Oh, we already took their arsenal. Cool. Take their hospital. We got that next tower done. And I am still sitting there at their hospital. So I guess I won't move forward quite yet. I'll just take this command center until they boot me from that hospital, if they're able to. Remind our next runestone carrier to get in position. I'm still successfully defending, so no need to port forward yet and disturb that. We've basically painted it red at this point. else is in position to carry the rune. Looks like the guys are having a nice fight out on the sides. And I've pushed forward from that first Fortress of Honor, or the Southern Fortress of Honor. That's good. Just keep sneaking forward a little bit. So we're looking good at the Northern Fortress of Honor. We're looking even better at the Southern Fortress of Honor. I mean, this match is as good as won at this point. $14.45 per minute to 187. And we're escorting the runestone right now. They're not even going for it. Trying to dislodge me from the command center without much luck. Is this even? Vax, VAX. Don't think I'm familiar with them. Yeah, GMF versus Vax. Let's see how our guys are looking for their 10,000. most are looking pretty good. So once victory is attained, basically the next phase is just to make sure that all your players are getting their 10,000 points, so they're getting the maximum rewards so that they can grow their dragons, because BOH is all about dragon growth, really, when it comes to the rewards. It's your best weekly source for blaze stones. I think it's the command centers that give the teleports. It's either the command centers or the outpost. I think it's the command centers. I should know that definitively. happiness in victory. Always want to make sure that you help your opponent get their 10K. What alliance is this even? Vax, VAX. Don't think I'm familiar with that. GMF versus Vax. I'm gonna help build that tower. There's no reason, yeah, I can move. We're totally in the clear. Let's see how our guys are looking for their 10,000. Looks like most are looking pretty good. Get that tower built, our guys can get a little closer, but still need their 10K, and that will, of course, help them to ensure that they make it. We just had one more show up, looks like. Wolf. Oh no, he's got his 10K. So once victory is attained, basically the next phase is just to make sure that all your players are getting their 10,000 points, so they're getting the maximum rewards, so that they can grow their dragons. EOH is all about dragon growth, really, when it comes to the rewards. It's your best weekly source for blaze stones. He's gonna break it. Shit. So close. Made it, so now it's just 3 there at the bottom, 11, 12, and 13. Our number 11 player Blau will carry the next runestone, so he'll get his 10K through that. it's the command centers that give the teleports. It's either the command centers or the outpost. I think it's the command centers. I should know that definitively. 10 minutes to go. Alright, so they're going. Carrying the third rune. What are my other guys doing? Don't think King Marina and Pedicles are gonna necessarily make it to their 10k, but they'll still get some decent rewards. Better, of course, when you do reach your 10k. Hard for Pedicles after the break that he just took from the game. His castle lacks the punch it had when he departed. So these hits that he's throwing at the enemy castles just aren't getting through to the extent that they otherwise would be, so his points are a little slow in coming. But he's a very diligent player, so he'll get back to combat-ready status soon, I'm sure. And tonight's a good start for him. I'm really happy to see him back. We're all over that final relay, so no worries there. They're trying to dislodge me from the command center. Without much luck. Is this even? Vax, EAX. Don't think I'm familiar with them. GMF versus Vax. Let's see how our guys are looking for their 10,000. Looks like most are looking pretty good. So once victory is attained, basically the next phase is just to make sure that all your players are getting their 10,000 points, so they're getting the maximum rewards, so that they can grow their dragons, because BOH is all about dragon growth, really, when it comes to the rewards. It's your best weekly source for blaze stones. It's reasonable. We have 2 left. His old nickname, Danish Viking, taught us all how to play in the early days. He was a last shelter veteran, so knew all the little tricks at the beginning when none of us knew what we were doing. Great guy. I've known him longer than anybody in the game. One of my 2 very oldest friends in Rock that are still playing. I think it's the command centers that give the teleports. It's either the command centers or the outpost. I think it's the command centers. I should know that definitively. King's been really busy with work lately, so hasn't been on as much as usual. Well, friends, pretty solid win. 92,000 and change to 28,000 and change. Carried all 3 runes. 12 out of my 13 players got their 10K. Good match. Solid victory. Wasn't the most competitive battle ever, but hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little something. Really, really appreciate you hanging out with us. Drop some comments. Love to know who's watching. Love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear from you. Please ask any all questions you have. Let us know what's on your mind. Please do remember to like the video. That helps a lot. Any sharing you can do on your Discord and your Viber with wherever you're congregating with your rock friends is exceedingly appreciated. So thanks so much for helping to spread the word. Hope you appreciated, hope you enjoyed this video. Best from all of us here at the GoodMoFos, my friends, and we will see you on the next one.